And I'm live. As you can see, I'm going to be having my face revealed for most of the stream. Not all of it, just most of it. Yo, what up? Yeah, the only reason I'm even doing this at all is because, spoiler alert, YouTube's new verification system is absolute bullshit. And the only reason I'm going to have to do it for the most of this stream was because so that way YouTube doesn't kick my ass over it. So that way they know that I am above 18. Just waiting for a few people to show up. So might as well enjoy this stream while we're still ahead. Screw this awful green screen, mate. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you. Like seriously though. Again, I'm only gonna show this face for a while, so that way YouTube does not try to kick me over it. Same for this stream. I think I might as well change my PFM to my real face, just in case YouTube doesn't suspect that I'm a kid, even though we're not. Which is why you are seeing my face for a little while. I'm gonna have to do it for most of this stream, just because I can't do it with YouTube. So waiting for a few people to show up. I like I said, future streams.
Hey there.
Ever heard of YouTube's stupid new ID system?
Yeah.
That's why my face has to be revealed for most of this stream, so they don't assume that I'm a kid.
I'm not a kid.
Exactly.
I'm 24.
And I'm 20. I don't know why they're trying to use AI of all things.
I don't know either. I'm like, seriously.
Anyways, on to today's topic. Let's try to stay in the positive lane for once. After a month of being negative, I need something positive right now. Anyways, regular
And
show.
believe it or not, I said this in the announcement segment on mine and your servers. One of my two discussions for next year will be My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
I read it. I know about that one.
And that will be on Valentine's Day next year.
Yeah. And there's also a few other things I'll be covering for this podcast. Like, I plan to actually expand Cartoonish Cartooncast beyond just TV shows. I actually plan to expand it for animated franchises. Say if an animated movie, but it also has an accompanying TV series with it, then it counts. Say
Gotcha.
the Lego Movie or Toy Story. Anyways, let's see what the comments have been saying since these posts have been made earlier this morning. Man, I can't believe it's been 25 years. I think it's 15 years. Yeah, I wish Pops could have been here to see this. Well, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have this.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be here for a little bit because I have to join in Nick Hicks' stream.
Okay, I know that's understandable.
Do you know Nick Hicks Studios Lounge?
Yes, I do know who Nick Hicks is.
He's an awesome YouTuber.
Hello, Sean.
Hey guys.
We have to do this because YouTube is being full of shit this time.
Hold
on. Let me fix it. Okay. There we go. Up. Still getting used to this new setup.
Yep. So today's show we're going to be talking about is one of two shows from Cartoon Network that started the TV animation renaissance.
Yep, that show is Regular Show. Repeating what we said back during the video about MLPFIM, this was Regular Show was one of the three shows that kickstarted the second coming of animated shows. The other one is Adventure Time, and of course MLPFIM, and of course the one we're talking about today, Regular Show.
Yep.
How did we get started with Regular Show? What was our exposure to it?
My exposure was the first episode.
My first exposure to Regular Show was through the promos that Cartoon Network did back in the day, where they showed clips from the episode and then it said Regular Show. It's anything but coming in September.
My first exposure to it is back when when after the show ended. Like, I knew that the show was gonna end back in 2017, but I didn't watch the show until 2018 after it ended, particularly when it was on Boomerang.
Now it's crazy. Like, it's crazy now, like seeing all these newer shows on Boomerang, when I remember when they would be airing like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And all these other old Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that the shows that from the 2010s are now considered as classics.
Yeah, Cynthia, though, I heard from that. I hope to God that Tubi actually picks up all the shows from Cartoon Network and put it on their service.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and I hope that they also do the same thing with the shows that were purged from HBO Max, including Uncle Grandpa, OKKO, Infinity Train, etc. Especially considering the fact that the first two are no longer available on Hulu.
Yeah, like seriously though, David Sleazebag ruins everything because he hates animation.
I made that joke with that meme showing a picture of him in Darkseid with one saying the villain, the real villain. Like, not even dark like this. He's done more damage to the DC universe than Darkseid could only dream of.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to get started on regular show and a little bit of history on the show.
So J.G. Quintel initially pitched the show to Cartoon Network in like 2006, but he stayed with the network to write on episodes on regular show and of course the show that kickstarted his career, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Huh. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yep. And this show was actually rated TV PG.
Yeah, and for very good reason as well.
Yep. Because despite the fact that it's on Cartoon Network, this show isn't really for kids. And you can definitely tell in the first season that that J.G. Quintel's level of humor is a bit more mature. Like, you have characters saying the words like piss and crap.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments in the first season was when Mordecai and Rigby were arguing about one of them being turds, and then Pops goes all like, "Mordecai, Rigby, stop! We can all be turds."
Yeah, they've actually got away with some cussing for a show that's been on a kids network. Really shows that J.G. Quintel had some balls. And J.G. Quintel would actually later on work on a show called Close Enough.
Would you look at Bernard Fan's comment?
Yeah, TVPG, and it was rated for violence. Yeah, like J.G. Quintel would also work on an adult show called Close Enough, but we all know that show went through very troubled history.
And not to mention either being a part of course, David Sleazebag's propaganda against animation.
Remind me,
Like,
if I have ideas for stories and I want them to be focused more on the indie side, but I'm staying away from Warner Brothers.
Yeah, the way they treated Close Enough was nothing short of appalling. Like, it was supposed to come out back in 2018. Only for it to come out in 2020, and the rest was all downhill from there.
Yeah, we all know what David Sleazebag did with the show, along with a lot of other shows.
Close Enough was supposed to come out back on TBS. That's when you know that. Yeah. That's when you know that your show pretty much got screwed from the very beginning. So let's open up some memories on how we feel about regular show, because let's be honest, it's anything but regular.
Yeah.
Even crazier, I've seen shows that are even weirder than regular show, like Back at the Barnyard.
Not to mention, there's also Rocko's Modern Life.
POV, you work for Warner Brothers and you just want to breathe David Zaslav? Says, I don't think so.
It's kind of like that SpongeBob episode where Mr. Krabs went all like, "I don't pay you to breathe."
Or like this Always Sunny meme where Frank Reynolds like pushes that guy off the plank being all, "Oh no, you don't." That's David Zaslav with most animated projects.
So with that said, let's get on to season 1, aka the shortest season of the series.
Yeah, the first season, while being the season where where it's they basically sneak past the censors the most. It's also one of those very rough season ones where the animation was not quite as refined as it is later on.
I would notice that with a lot of first show seasons, they'd go through. This is why, like it was with SpongeBob, for example. This when a first season comes out, I avoid try to give it a 5 out of 5 because they often go through what's called early installment weirdness.
Yep.
This
And of course,
with a lot of shows.
Yeah. And of course, season 1, because it was so short, when an episode was not good, it definitely sticks out like a sore thumb. I think y'all know which episode most people can agree is the worst of season 1.
The unicorns episode.
Yeah. I hated the unicorns have got to go. Like, the unicorns as characters are already pretty fucking annoying stereotypes. Like, they're meant to be a parody of frat boys, apparently. But you also have to deal with Rigby at one of his most obnoxious moments in the series.
Yeah, he basically acts all insufferable because Mordecai just wants Margaret's approval.
Like, and because we all know, Mordecai will never get Margaret.
Yeah, this became a problem in later seasons.
Yeah, remember when Rigby used to be the most annoying character on the series until they actually developed his character.
Oh,
this is one of this was one of the earliest starts of earliest indicators.
Mm-hmm.
Another episode is definitely Free Cake, especially knowing Skip's story, where we learn that without Skips, Clorgbane would be back. Yeah.
And I'll give Mordecai and Rigby some credit in this episode. They didn't know that Skips was busy with something with this, but still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that the fact that the babies were almost about to kill Skips, yeah, that kind of feels more dark and makes the babies look like sociopaths.
Yeah. There's also the episode Meet Your Maker, which it has a conflict that didn't even need to happen in the first place because none of this would have happened had Rigby done what Benson told him to do and not grill the hot dogs.
And it also has a very bad moral. Lying is the right answer. Guess they took notes from that Avatar episode, The Great Divide.
That being said, season 1 definitely had a pretty great start with the power.
Yeah.
You got the touch. Okay, wrong stuff, but you get the idea.
Oh, okay. How in the H are we going to fix this S?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, it definitely does a good job. Yeah, it does a great job at establishing what regular show is about. They take a mundane situation, but then later on, they would go a complete 180.
Mm-hmm.
And I have regular show planned as the first 2 discussions episode for December.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yep. Neato. And of course, another episode in season 1 is definitely called Prank Callers.
Oh yeah, that episode has one of my favorite Benson moments when he goes all like, "Ring ring, hello, what's that? Mordecai and Rigby are banned from using the house phone. Okay, good luck, make your prank calls now."
Yeah, that moment still has me in stitches, and the episode itself is actually pretty creative. And of course, there's also the second episode which just set up the chairs.
Yeah, that episode, the video game reference episode, one of them in the series.
And of course, another good episode in the first season was definitely the last episode with Mordecai and the Rigby's.
Yeah.
Who still listens to that "Party Tonight" song?
Yeah, I do. I love that song. It's definitely regular show's equivalent of ripped pants from SpongeBob.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I pretty much agree.
Yeah. Other episodes worth mentioning, I guess, is definitely called Caffeinated Concert Tickets, which was basically like Caffeinated Concert Tickets is definitely an episode about Mordecai trying to go to Fist Pump, a concert only for him.
And also, that episode includes Alfie from Problem Solvers if he was well drawn.
Mhm.
Yep. And of course, the last episode in season 1 is definitely Death Punchies, which is basically just Rigby trying to get Mordecai to punch Mordecai, all because he wasn't player number 1.
What's weird is, and then he at the end of the day it ends up with him accepting to be player 2, which the joke's on him because I play these rail shooter games, and because blue is my favorite color, I play as player 2 because player 2 is blue.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's talking about with wanting to be player 2.
Yep. That's pretty much all of season 1 because it only had very few episodes. So now moving on to the next season 2.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Season 2 immediately gets things rolling with the first episode, which basically could be considered as nightmare fuel for some people.
Hello, Governor.
Yeah. I'm no governor.
The funniest part for me was like when he was trying to force him to stay awake while watching it, like being, look at it, 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 look at it.
Like, tell me you never related to Rigby, at least in this episode.
I did before. I got exactly like how Rigby was in this episode when I watched both Cujo and I know that some people would laugh at me for this, but Insidious.
I've kind of become more bold. I mean, what would scare me would be films like Maniac.
And yes, Passionate Geek, I will be doing A-Tune discussions on Gravity Falls next year.
And I plan to also talk about Gravity Falls as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some good episodes in season 1 include First Day, which serves as a prequel to regular show.
Yeah, although I don't know why they didn't really air this as the first episode, because I think that it gets the series started.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
All right,
take care.
Yeah,
it would be like if what was the name? Help Wanted in SpongeBob started later, like sometime later in the series.
Yep. I mean, Help Wanted was excluded from the season 1 DVD and only got included in the season 3 DVD later on.
Huh? Strange.
Yep.
I think, and apparently it was because of the song "Living in the Sunlight."
Yeah. Let's see. There's also my favorite episode in season 2 being "This Is My Jam."
Yeah, that episode is relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, like, tell me that song will never not be catchy. Summertime loving
in 11 is summertime.
And the end. No! When they got a new song stuck in his head.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Welcome to our macaroni pony and we'll take a nap.
And there's also the episode where that that reminds me of Elo Governor, where Mordecai gets traumatized because he accidentally saw Pops naked, which I'm surprised was able to get past the censors.
Oh, you mean like Brain? You mean the episode Brain Eraser?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For me, that's this thing like with trust me on that one. You know that line from Atlantis the Lost Empire? Trust me on this one. You don't want to know. Audrey, don't tell him. You shouldn't have told me, but you did. And now I'm telling you, you don't want to know.
Like, not only is it an episode where you can relate to Mordecai, but let's be honest, the anime reference was actually golden. Planet Chaser Starlight Excellence.
Yeah, it also had a moment that reminds me that I would use to describe problem solvers. Ow, how could you look at that? It's like barfing rainbows in your eyes.
Yep. Let's see. We also have Over the Top, an episode that actually characterizes Skips. And even though despite the fact that he killed Rigby, he does try to fix his mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And the episode showcases why Skips is a great character.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most underrated character in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We also have High Score. Oh yeah, you remember You remember the episode High Score for?
Apparently, it was an episode that received controversy because of Billy Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell.
Yeah.
Look him up. What was Billy Mitchell again? Billy Mitchell, professional gamer. Okay. Okay. Controversy. Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, I remember that controversy.
Oh, he used some emulation software instead of original arcade machine.
Yeah, Garrett Bobby Ferguson.
Yeah. Apparently, Billy Mitchell tried to sue Cartoon Network because apparently they thought that the regular show crew was trying to make fun of them or something.
Do they know the difference between parody or satire?
It reminds me of like when the Boondocks went after Tyler Perry, and there was actually this whole interview with Carl Jones, but like when they went after him, Tyler Perry got so upset that he got the episode banned from television. And
they need to learn to accept what satire means.
What was laughable was Chris Hansen, an animated version of him, appeared in the Boondocks, yet he's able to actually laugh things off, and something bad really happened to him. And that's putting it lightly. Furthermore, we mean actual satire. Like when we're actually, by definition, satire is the use of humor, irony, exaggeration to ridicule or expose or criticize people's stupidity or vices.
Yep. Well,
not like not when people have all this humor that's just this edgy humor that's just haha, it's funny because it's edgy. There's no real punchline. Not that kind of and then they just say, oh, we're hiding behind satire. I notice a lot and experience that people who hide behind satire and dark comedy don't actually understand that context. We're talking about the actual kind.
Yeah.
By that I mean,
although
there's a whole tangent of that.
Yeah. Although regular season 2 definitely had its bad episodes. Let's dump all the bad episodes we did not like in this season.
Mm-hmm.
First one up, Do Me a Solid.
Oh
yeah,
that one was just a Mordecai torture porn.
Yeah, and definitely one of the biggest episodes where Rigby is horrible. Like, he tries to ruin Mordecai's date.
Yeah,
and by abusing all those solids, including the last one, where it's presumably that he made Mordecai lay an egg. in front of Margaret.
Oh, I know that's a cartoon, but that almost made me want to throw up. And like the fact that like when Skip's heard it is all, oh my. Let's see.
Like this, yeah. And the fact that this was the introduction of Eileen makes it all the worse.
Yeah, that episode was truly horrible.
Let's see.
Although this wouldn't even be the worst of Rigby's appearances throughout the show, considering that we've yet to have gotten to Wall Buddy.
Let's see. There was also It's Time, aka the episode where Mordecai literally kills Rigby because he's too much of a simp.
Exactly.
Look, I get Rigby can be insufferable, but killing him,
Yeah, Rigby's insufferable in this episode, but he's actually of the two the more sensible, because instead of learning to speak Mordecai, instead Mordecai chooses to be a simp and basically, like, Rigby was able to win Margaret over by not even trying, but he at least tried to be himself, and whereas Rigby tries way too hard to impress Margaret. Like, seriously though, this is why Rigby was able to keep Eileen by the end of the series. There's also Muscle Woman, which introduced Starla. I don't like her.
she's the Patrick's sister of this series.
Yeah, she's basically just a clone of Muscle Man.
Except not nearly as enjoyable.
I mean, at least with Muscle Man, he has the iconic, you know who else likes this show? My mom.
Let's see. Other episodes I can throw in the episodes we did not like this season is definitely Jinx, which was definitely a Rigby torture episode.
As much as Rigby can be insufferable, come on.
And there's also Peeps, which is definitely one of Benson's worst appearances.
Yeah.
Was it the one where he installed that security system with the?
Yes, that's the episode.
Yes.
It's funny enough
Like-
because someone in the comments section, because I did this video on how YouTube's new ID verification is flawed, someone said it reminded him of that episode because using the security system as a metaphor.
Yeah. Although this wouldn't even be the worst that we'd see of Benson, because season 3 was not a good season for him.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. And I think the episode that I think people seem to hate, but I actually consider a guilty pleasure, is definitely My Mom.
Oh yeah, I love that episode.
Oh yeah,
It's a really
Nice.
hate this episode.
Yes.
It's because of YouTube's stupid little AI system they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube, I mean, I said in my video, like if they mistook some kid watching dinosaur videos, like clips from a dinosaur documentary, like Prehistoric Planet or Walking with Dinosaurs, and watching other dinosaur videos, but then assume, oh, dinosaur content like Turok that is based around Turok and Dino Crisis, they're okay for children to watch.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone watches a clip from Batman animated series, and then it's like, hey, these guys like Batman. They don't like The Dark Knight Rises. Or
Yeah, it's a really
good.
it's a good thing that I did not get my haircut or get a beard trim, because there's YouTube's AI verification system is trucked up.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Anyways, back to some good regular show episodes in season 2.
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Let's see.
There's
also
the episode. There's also the episode where Mordecai and Rigby wants to beat the hammer, which
Oh
is
yes.
relatable with
Was it-
I
was
had
it-
these bosses in games that were hard to beat, and then I finally beat them.
Yeah, I feel yeah. Like, okay, there were some hard bosses for me. Like, King Neptune from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie was a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I recently had that with this game I play, Creatures of War. The
Oh,
bosses in that game are tough, but I found a hack. And I'm saying this like I'm giving this advice for anyone who's still new to the game.
Mhm.
Get there's this other kind of grenade launcher, this second tier grenade launcher, the ones that has a higher tier than the typical ones.
Mhm.
Get this grenade revolver, max it out, and then it would be easy work on the bosses.
another example was the On the Droid from the Incredibles.
Another good episode of Regular Show is definitely, yeah. Season 2 also had, but I have the receipt.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah, yeah. That. I was like, oh, and I love how that One Piece like, hey, look, the elves all the same. It's the same class. That's NFTs in a nutshell.
yeah, like the fact that like an episode that has D&D, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't played D&D, but after
guess
watching
it's
The Legend of
podcast.
Vox Machina, part of me wants to get into it.
My mom's not a game muscle man. That doesn't make sense. Looks like I win.
Let's see. There's also Benson Be Gone.
Yeah.
Benson Be Gone's another good episode, as it was the introduction of Susan.
Oh yeah, that's the first regular show episode
Yeah.
I watched.
And like it's basically a showcase that the park does need Benson around.
Yeah. And despite the fact that even though Mordecai and Rigby practically get on his nerve every single day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hey,
So
at
is that
least we can
really
get along.
all? Yep. So I guess that's all. That's pretty much all of the episodes in season 2 that we liked and disliked that come to mind.
That's-
I guess so. So I guess we move on to season 3.
Okay, I'm just okay. Let's see.
Season 3 is definitely the show's most.
Hey,
Season 3.
Hello.
All right. Regular show season 3 is definitely what's considered either to be the best or the worst season of the show for by a handful of fans.
see, it's kind of hit and miss for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like this
the-
season
the-
was
the
really
season-
hit or miss.
The season does have a lot of good episodes, but it also has some of the show's most infamous episodes.
Oh, it has that episode.
Best burger.
Yeah,
I
let's
like
let's talk about
Benson
the bad
best.
episodes.
That
Yeah,
yeah,
the
episode.
best burger in the world.
This episode,
God, I
this
hate that
episode,
episode.
Benson, you get 2 male figures down.
yeah.
Is
This
Benson at his
episode,
worst.
this episode actively, I actually disliked this episode when I was little. It really upset me.
Yeah, it pissed me off when I first saw
Yeah,
it too.
like I hated this. Like Benson was really unlikable in this episode, especially the part where he
also-
ate Mordecai and Rigby's burgers.
And also, this episode reminds me of a specific kind of anxiety that I have, where I'm worried that something would happen if I don't get around to it immediately.
yeah, I feel the same way
Right.
about work.
Like
Because
this is like this is why when in season 4 where Benson eats the death sandwich, I had no sympathy for him.
you know what? He had it coming.
Yeah, he like I get that Benson wants them to do their jobs, but you know, Mordecai and Rigby were going to get around to doing their jobs after they ate the burger.
Exactly.
Like seriously though, and I also find this episode stupid because apparently they sell the burgers for like 100 years to be exact. How many
If
years?
the burgers were that
How would-
good, I'm pretty sure they'd want to sell the crap out of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you even do that
Oh.
to yourselves? You're not even going to be alive for 100 years.
Skips
Mhm.
will. But yeah.
Yeah.
we
There's
are
also-
the glasses. We are the glasses gang.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, let's hope no one calls us the N-word. You know, that N-word
Yeah.
to describe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And-
My least favorite episode of season 3 is definitely Think Positive.
Yeah.
The one thing that I will give the episode credit for is the ending where Benson gives out his loudest angry rant that he's ever done.
That's true.
Yeah. And but the lead up beforehand was painful.
Yeah, I think anyone can relate, but yeah, it's pretty much just Squidward. Like,
I hated Mordecai and Rigby in this episode. Like, we've seen in episodes where they actually can be able to read Benson's emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually they're willing to stop if they see something that's wrong with Benson. And
Oh.
Pops was, and don't get me started on how Pops was portrayed in this episode.
Like, yeah, I know he's well mean, but still, Mordecai and Rigby are lazy. Hell, they try to water flowers with diet soda.
Yeah, the part where they basically talk about the hose was admittedly funny out of context, but that's really about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, season 3 was not a good season for Benson, as we also got replaced.
Yeah, Benson was purposefully leaving Mordecai and Rigby in the dark about getting replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that with those nerds, those guys. Also, something that should be corrected. I'm sick of the idea of dinosaurs being stupid. Have you ever seen Jurassic Park? They're quite intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Also, heck, studies have suggested that Tyrannosaurus was smarter than originally thought. Like some people are saying it's as smart as a dog or even a chimp.
Although season 3 also had, season 3 had quite a handful of bad episodes. And besides Benson, we got Trash Boat.
Oh yeah,
The episode where Rigby changes his name and then this rocker gets mad at him.
Okay, I know we have our silly names, but at least we put thought into them. Trash
Like,
Boat.
like seriously, Trash Boat? That sounds like a bad parody band or something that you'd hear in a movie or a show.
Exactly. And yes, we know we have stupid names too, but you know what? At least we thought of ours.
Right.
Yeah. And also this is also another Rigby torture episode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know people. Okay, I'm calling a Rigby defender, but yeah, he can be a jerk, but you know what? At least he doesn't think this through. I mean, he couldn't spell diploma on his high school diploma.
There's also Muscle Mentor.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Muscle Man acts like a jerk throughout that episode.
It's pretty much just Benson torturing Rigby.
And Benson pretty much just lets him suffer.
Benson, there are times where I want to punch you in the face.
Even if Mordecai and Rigby can be annoying.
Exactly. Squidward may be annoyed, but
SpongeBob
is
and Patrick
more
may
relatable
be
than
annoying.
you.
Yeah. Squidward has more patience than him.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's lived with SpongeBob and Patrick for how long?
Exactly. He's in the middle.
Mhm.
And of course, the last episode I think we all disliked was definitely Yes Dude Yes.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Yes, dude. Yes. What was that
That's
one
where
It
again?
introduced CJ.
I don't hate CJ. I just didn't think she was that great. And I know she's voiced by Wendy from Gravity Falls, which I love. Not in that way. Like, just.
Not gonna lie. The more I think about it, wow, season 3 really did have some duds.
Yeah.
I mean, there would be some episodes like, I'm actually not gonna lie. I think it was season 3 that killed my interest in the show, and like, yeah, which maybe sometime I'll definitely have to check out the rest because I heard
Like,
that.
There are some
like
good
I'll be
ones that,
I'll be honest. I don't dislike CJ. She had potential to be another girl that Mordecai would basically fall in love with after Margaret basically moved on. It's how the show decided to treat her that's the problem.
Yeah. Okay, I got a
While
confession
also,
to make.
while also ruining Mordecai's character.
Yeah, just be prepared for that, Rex, if you ever get to that.
And trust me, we're going to get to that when we get to season 6.
Okay, believe it or not, I was a hardcore Mordecai and Margaret shipper back in my youth, but you know what? Looking back, I want to punch myself in the face now.
Well, whenever you regret something, just remember, Gene Simmons did an awful cover of the Prodigy's Firestarter with an even worse music video.
That's true.
So I think that's all of the episodes in season 3 that we really disliked.
All right.
Yeah. Now let's get into some of the good stuff season 3 brought us.
Okay.
I like the episode Excellent. That actually.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, that episode showcases how much Mordecai actually cares for Rigby, and actually
Yes.
and actually showcased one of Benson's best lights, even though at the start he was pretty unlikable.
Yeah, he literally decided to worry more about work, basically blaming Rigby being in a coma on them not doing their jobs. And then it immediately gives us a satisfying moment of Mordecai punching Benson.
Fucking punch!
Like, yeah, although thankfully later in the episode he does at least redeem himself after that moment.
There's also the episode where Mordecai and Rigby try to be as cool as possible.
Yeah, I thought that was okay.
Was it the episode called Cool Bikes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the episode that has a very butthurt trial.
Yep.
Let's see. Another good episode in season 3 also gave us. It was the start of Terror Tales of the Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But basically their regular show's equivalent of Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, and thankfully this miniseries was a lot more consistent.
Right.
Yeah. Unlike look, though to be fair, since it's been doing it for a while, and they were coming out. They were pretty much running out of ideas of how to tie it all together.
Yeah. I'm at least I normally enjoy most Treehouse of Horror episodes, but when it had some duds, boy, they had some duds. There was that one when Homer got paralyzed, and and I mean that episode with Ned Flanders committing murders, where it was just a lame joke, and it even botched up basic Simpsons knowledge. Like, I'm not the most caught up with The Simpsons, but like, even that's basic knowledge. Slideshow Bob is not Homer's enemy; he's Bart's enemy. That's basic knowledge.
And even the Avatar parody, which
Right.
That was pretty.
Yep.
That was just terrible.
Another good episode in season 3 definitely goes to Prankless.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
What do you think? Red
That
Forward
episode was
actually
awesome.
Gene from that semi show.
Like, seriously though, like, I love how more Muscle Man's pranks actually end up saving the park.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and also, I think that this is Muscle Man's best portrayal in the series, in general, because
I think I started like Muscle Man this season. Like, I hated him at first, but with season 3, he actually he became one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I liked how he felt remorse for the fact that he accidentally hurt Pops.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And of course busted cart.
Oh yeah, this is where Mordecai, Rigby, and Benson get along and actually help Benson out.
And
Yeah,
it also has a justified moment where he gets where he snaps at Mordecai and Rigby because of the fact that they didn't keep their eyes on the road and decided to stop to play video games.
Exactly.
Yeah, which leads to him breaking down and crying.
That's
Like, yeah, this is definitely one of those episodes that paints Benson in a sympathetic light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one of Benson. That's honestly one of Benson's most relatable moments.
Yep.
Because without his job at the park, he pretty much has nothing.
Yep.
Let's see. What are some other good episodes of regular shows third season do we have?
Let's see. Hang on a second. Hey, I gotta find it. Hang on. Okay, give me a minute. I kind of like Trucker Hall of Fame. We got to learn more about Muscle Man's dad, and well, it actually shows Muscle Man's. This is the episode that made me like Muscle Man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There's also Fuzzy Dice.
I love that episode. They probably even Five Nights at Freddy before Five Nights at Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. This episode came out in 2012 or 12, and FNAF came out in 2014.
All right. Skips versus Technology is another good one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure anyone can relate to that. That because new technologies and old fashioned. Like I have a hard time understanding some of the slang today. Okay. Okay. No.
Let's see. We also have to deal with a good episode called Stick Hockey.
And
Oh,
yeah, that one.
one of the better episodes of season 3. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
although that episode also unfortunately shows another one of Benson's bad moments where he basically gives the hockey table away for no reason when Mordecai and Rigby were trying to do their jobs like they said that they would.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Can be cool, where he had Robert Englund as the Stag Man.
All right, let's see. This is definitely another episode. Definitely goes to Weekend at Benson's.
Oh yeah, that.
Where they spoof what else? Weekend at
Bernie's.
Bernie's. I haven't seen the movie, but it's been spoofed numerous times to the point that people know it's being spoofed.
I have it on DVD,
Yeah.
and I only watched it once.
But the crazy thing is that film got a sequel, which how does that even work? Because by now, wouldn't the body have decomposed by then?
I don't know. I know about it from Seinfeld, where Elaine was making fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weekend at Benson's also has the thing that I love about regular show where they basically play licensed songs.
Oh yeah.
And in this episode they play Mississippi Queen.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you'd be lying if you discovered that song through Guitar Hero or Rock Band.
Yeah. Guitar Hero for me. That's my introduction to most classic rock.
Right.
I'm old.
Let's see. Another good episodes from season 3 definitely include. Definitely Slam Dunk. It introduced
I
the
was thinking about that
basketball
episode.
game.
R.I.P. Carl Weathers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's also Death Bear, which is
that's a
definitely
good one.
one of the scariest episodes of regular show.
Yeah, and that I find it hilarious how that bear has a German helmet.
And I also find it freaky how they just decided to leave that bear in that cage for years at this point.
Yeah, like it. And Rigby got shot by tranquilizer. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Let's see. Another episode, like this one didn't get brought up when we talked about the episodes that weren't good in season 3. I recall Sean saying that he really did not like video game wizards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That episode showed Rigby at his most obnoxious. Like Rigby is not good at video games, and Rigby himself should know that he's not good at video games.
Yes. And all they won was a power glove. And we all know how. And the power glove is so bad.
Yeah, I do like the fact that the episode spoofs the Power Glove, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Back to some good episodes. We definitely have Sugar Rush.
That was okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
My thing was
and
Sugar Rush,
of course, I think the last episode worth mentioning for season 3 is definitely Bad Kiss.
Oh yeah, that one. Markai,
Yeah.
Margaret, but he has bad breath. I mean, it was. I mean, like I said before, I was happy that happened as a Mordecai and Margaret shipper. It doesn't hold. It's funny, but I'm like, whatever with it.
Oh yeah, I remember that song, Mr. Chilbian. Why do friends not pick their friends to enter a video game competition with them when they know they want to be in it?
So yeah, that's for season 3, the biggest mixed bag of the series.
Yeah. Then now we're getting on to season 4.
All right, let's see what we got on season 4.
This season starts off on a bang.
Yes,
Exit
9B.
9B. Definitely one of the greatest episodes of any show.
Mm-hmm.
It also introduces a new character that stayed around in the show for a while.
Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't really
Thomas.
Yeah,
first,
Thomas.
I thought he was bland. But
Yeah.
until later on.
Not to mention, it was epic seeing all of their previous foes in one episode.
Yes,
it was basically Endgame before Endgame came along.
Yes, and all the part allies had were Gary, the baby, those immoral babies, and Death. Oh, the god of basketball.
And there's also the one the brother of that floating head guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, and the doc.
Exit 9B is definitely a top contender for probably one of the best regular show episodes, at least top 5.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, I also like how Muscle Man's a professor. That's so random. It's like, that guy's a professor? Yeah, right.
Yeah, and the way that Mordecai and Rigby got him to snap out of that trance is by reminding him of a joke that he decides to say a lot. My mom.
Wow, guys, this is kids.
All right. Other great episodes in season 4 include "Stick Me Amadeus."
Oh yeah.
The
I hated that episode at first, but you know what? I came around. It's not a bad episode. Mostly because
like seriously though, and part of the fact that this was a sequel to Fuzzy Dice,
yes,
like
that
it was
insane.
like like best episode. Like I'm surprised that this is a show for kids on a kids network at least.
There was also there's also the episode there's also Terror Tales of the Park 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, what remains the highest rated and highest viewed episode in the miniseries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we also had episodes. We also had episodes like Pie Contest.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Good one. I want his pie. I'm gonna eat people.
And Sandwich of Death is basically karma for Benson for what he did back in the best burger in the world.
Definitely.
Yep. And honestly, like I said, I felt no sympathy for Benson.
Yep.
Ooh, there's also Caveman, which basically sheds light on a caveman that Mordecai and Rigby found.
Yes. And
yep.
And of course,
we also have the Christmas special.
Oh, I just looked it up. It turns out Ed Asner voiced Santa Claus in that episode. That's two. If I had nickel every time Ed Asner plays Santa Claus, I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy how I have it twice.
Yep, like imagine if this regular show Santa was real.
That'd be dope.
And there's also one of Rigby's best episodes in season 4 being One Pull-Up.
Oh yeah.
I guess I could call this episode the start of the Eileen and Rigby arc.
Definitely, yes. I feel like Rigby had better relationship than Mordecai. That's saying something.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see. We also have 150-piece kit.
Oh yeah, Benson's. We get to learn more about Benson's drumming career.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the part where Benson actually plays those damn drums, like seriously, no, you try to do that yourself.
I would not. I couldn't.
Oh, there's also the episode Firework Run, which I'm surprised wasn't aired on the 4th of July.
Missed opportunity, and that's coming from a Canadian. Okay, a bunch of full-grown geese. I was sucking for the touch, and it was really cool seeing. And as a Canadian, don't fuck with geese. Those guys are deadly.
Mm-hmm. They lend themselves to a horror movie.
And also the baby ducks from the episode in season 2 basically go full on anime.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm a sucker for the touch. When I'm hearing that, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of episodes, let's switch it for a while to bad episodes in season 4.
Let's go.
First one up, The Longest Weekend.
Yeah, that was a snooze fest.
The entire episode is just built around Muscle Man and Starla crying, or at the very least, just flat out whining.
Honestly, I'd rather watch Tony McGuire cry than hearing Muscle Man cry.
Yeah, like we heard Muscle Man cry around season 2 and 3 or something, but it wasn't. It was not for prolonged periods of time like this episode does.
Yes.
Not to mention, all of this is pretty much on Starla. Like she was the one who made the decision to stay apart from Muscle Man for an entire day.
Yes, exactly.
Like, what did you expect, Starla?
Let's see.
Another one goes to Quips.
Oh god, I hated that guy.
Oh yeah, that really annoying line, Zingo.
You know how Deadpool was his mouth sewn shut at Origins? I want to do that to Quips.
All you can do is yell, "Shut up!"
Yeah, just like the that intro to the Smosh series called "Shut Up Cartoons," going all like "Shut up."
Okay, you know, from Mars Attacks, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Let's see. Another episode in season 4 that people hated was definitely Starter Pack.
Starter Pack. Oh yeah, where Muscle Man pranks Thomas and it goes too far. Like,
Oh,
dude.
By the way, hey, Mr. Chilvian, I have a reference for you. If you actively pay money for a Switch 2 and a copy of Mario Kart World at launch with pricing like this, you deserve to go into debt.
Let's see.
Do or Diaper.
I hate that episode so much.
Especially that ending.
Yes. Well, you know what, Margaret? Middle finger down.
I seriously do feel bad for Margaret and how she was treated for the majority of the show.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is that really all of the episodes that we pretty much dislike from the 4th season?
At that point, after season 3, because I felt season 3 underwhelming, I zoned out. I lost interest in the show.
Hmm.
But I have heard that it improved since, so I might well have to check it out. Revisit it.
What about Blind Trust? Where Potts abandons Mordecai Rigby and Benson in the woods.
And also, am I the only one who notices that the beginning of that episode was directly copied off of Think Positive?
That's why I was thinking it too. Like
which episode?
The episode where Pops basically abandons Mordecai and Rigby and Benson in the woods.
Oh yeah. That episode. Right there, let's see. Let's go over. Let's do some other episodes in season 4 that were worth noting.
That were worth noting. That was hilarious. How Muscle Man just beats up. Good God, was pretty much scared of some telly ripoffs.
I also like the episode Country Club, which left me at the edge of my seat.
Yeah, let's see what else.
There's also TGI Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Which basically shows it's basically about Mordecai, Rigby, and Eileen trying to plan a going away party for Margaret.
Yes. Trailer Trash, where we learned about Muscle Man's trailer, and honestly, seeing the park workers clean the trailer up was actually nice.
Yep. Let's see. We also have Fool Me Twice.
Oh yeah, a Japanese game show.
Yeah, it's a parody of Japanese game shows, and it's every bit as enjoyable.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Mark Rigby didn't make it to MXC. Don't get eliminated. I love that show. Okay.
Let's see. We also have the episode that introduced Carter and Briggs.
Hey, that was a good one too.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. We also have this season also gave us Cool Cube.
That was all right. World's Best Boss. Boss was decent. I swear that boss they fought was a parody on that guy from Office Space. Yeah, I'm gonna need to stay until late. Yeah, that'd be great. And Muscle Man nearly get killed by a paper shredder. That was terrifying. That gave me a new fear of wearing a tie near a paper shredder. Thank God I'm not in an office job.
Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much most of season 4's good episodes that we can all remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're on to season 5.
Yep. Season 5.
Let's get the worst one out of the way.
Wall Buddy.
Jinx.
Oh God, Rigby was just insufferable.
Rigby.
Never have I ever wanted to actually slap Rigby in the face.
I want to punch him so hard he would lose his butt cheek.
Like this was in the middle of the show starting to develop Rigby, and then comes this episode.
Yeah, what the hell? What's this episode? What's the script for this sitting on a shelf? You decided to use it.
It actively feels like this is the case.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously though, like
you want to clean his side of the room. Oh, boo earns.
yeah, like the only good thing I could say about this episode is that at least the episode does have a reference to like HAL 9000. But that's about it.
Okay. What else?
Although in terms of episodes that we like, one episode that sticks out to me is the Thanksgiving special.
That was actually pretty good. And funny thing,
I have no plans. Sorry, I just thought gone.
As Canadian, mine's in October, but you know what? This one was actually pretty good. We get to see Mordecai and Rigby's parents, which is kind of weird given how Mordecai and Rigby's parents are just adult raccoons, like bigger than Rigby. I'm like the size of Dawn. I'm like,
and the song near the end is beautiful.
Definitely.
Yeah,
and they also parody,
and of course,
you know who.
Yep. Another season 5 gem is definitely Skip's story, which we actually do learn about the origin story of how Skips became, well, Skips.
Mm-hmm. And immortal.
Like, yeah, like this episode actually did make Free Cake worse in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we actually learn about Skips and how he came to be.
Exactly.
And when it comes to this season, while I will say I'll be as honest as I possibly can. There's nothing wrong with the show making a change to the status quo by having Margaret move out of the show so that she could go to college, but the show really mishandles this later on because of the love triangle aspect.
I hate love triangles thanks to Twilight.
Yeah, this season is the beginning of that particular love triangle where in New Year's in one episode Mordecai tries to propose to Margaret, and only for her to reveal that she got accepted into college. And then in New Year's Kiss, we got CJ was introduced back into the show.
Yeah.
And honestly, the thing is that I didn't mind CJ for this season, at least.
That's true. I actually did enjoy her more than her debut episode. Though I wish I could say the same with the love triangle. Seriously, thanks a lot, Twilight, for making those popular. I hate those more than the Lyra field trope, and that is saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God Percy Jackson doesn't have a love triangle.
Indeed. I'm but 3 books into that series.
Thank God.
Let's see. Another good episode in season 5 is definitely Expert or Liar.
Oh yeah, we got an expert.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, around June of 2014, this was the beginning of Cartoon Network's whole New Thursdays block, where they introduce where they premiere new episodes every Thursday during a specific night. And Expert or Liar was the second episode that was aired during this era.
Yeah.
Yep. This season
Okay.
also gave us an episode about High Five Ghost, which is in the postcard. I kind of wish he got more episodes to him.
Yeah, same. I mean, come on. Come on. Can we take a break from Muscle Man, Mordecai, Rigby, Pops, and Skip?
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much
like High Five Ghost is his own character, and something to note about him is that during the first and second season, he rarely, if ever, even spoke.
That's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else? Okay. Here's something I noticed in Power Tower. When I first saw it, there was like some weird thing with the animation, like the color was a bit off. Did anyone notice that?
Yep. We also got Bachelor Party Zingo, a much better episode that stars quips.
Thank God. And Skips actually ate some ghost pepper wings just for quips. Honestly, that's. Oof.
Let's see. What are some other episodes from season 5 that should be brought up?
Let's see. Give me a minute. Okay.
Oh yeah, I also recall the episode Laundry Woes, which takes place after Stick Me Amadeus.
Yeah, that direct sequel. That's actually kind of rare for the show.
Oh, I also like the episode "Catching the Wave," which basically which is basically a showcase of how likable of a character that Pops is.
Yes. Okay, Journey to the Bottom of the Crash Pit was pretty good too, because they had to risk their life for a camera, and Rigby's scream is hilarious. Sorry.
Yep. We also got Dodge This. This season also had Dodge This.
Yeah, that was fine.
Yeah. Again, I honestly wish they handled CJ better.
Yep.
Because this season really was starting to develop her character, but of course, someone had to ruin it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. Like, Wendy from Gravity Falls and CJ are pretty much underdeveloped. Like, what do you have against her? What do you got against Linda?
And I find this even worse because both Mordecai and CJ are considered adults in the show. Meanwhile, in Gravity Falls, Dipper and Wendy were far apart in terms of age.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that they kind. I'm talking about Wendy as a character, not just the relationships.
Yep. Let's see. We also have the episode Video 101.
Oh yeah. Okay. What?
An episode that actually gives us an episode that's help actually builds on Eileen's character.
Guitar of Rock, where Benson fucks up and he has to ask Mordecai and Rigby for help. And Rex, stay on standby. They go to hell to get the guitar.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
And they get the guitar back, only for Mr. Mailer to trash it. They went to hell and back just to see a guitar smash.
Yeah. And back to some mediocre episodes in season 5. Aside from the worst one everyone agrees on, it's Wall Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This season, other mediocre episodes I think were in season 5. Let's see. We have Paint Job.
I hate Rigby. What the hell? He pretty much like, oh, I'm gonna just go. Yeah, they just trashed the garage with pizza pockets, and Rigby just slacks off again.
Yeah. Like the only thing worth noting about the episode is the beginning where Benson decides to go on this rant where he's basically talking fast. He goes all like, "Did you put pizza all over this house? Don't deny it. I saw you put pizza all over this house."
Like he was angry and he went by pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also the ending where Benson practically takes away their checks for practically 6 months.
And then he goes all like, "And what happened to the house?"
Like really, Benson was like the one good thing about that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there and not to mention either, there's also I don't remember what happened in this episode. Benson's car, where Mordecai and Rigby gets Benson's car destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the last of the mediocre episodes in season 5 is definitely goes to Return of Mordecai and the Rigbys.
Yeah, that was underwhelming.
Yeah. Like it's basically revealed in the episode that they were so hot that they ended up getting put in the hospital with air conditioning, which honestly made the sequence where they basically play music completely pointless.
Dream sequences are another trouble I hate. Except for Wizard of Oz, that's a classic.
So yeah, that's pretty much season 5. But now we get to my
six.
god,
Season
the
6.
worst season of the entire show.
Yeah,
Look,
this
season
is
3, season 3 may have some of the worst episodes in the series, but season 6 has probably the worst thing about regular show.
and that is the love triangle aspect.
Again,
That was horrible.
again, thanks Twilight for making those popular.
In fact, I actually seen a lot of people, online critics such as Gem Reviews, who said that, or Review Your Life, where they said that they stopped watching the show around this time mainly because of the love triangle aspect of the show.
And
If I was watching the show when it was new, I probably would have given up, especially with the way they ended it.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about the 5 episodes that made up this arc. First up,
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Mordo.
Yes, this episode has a wacky misunderstanding where Mordecai gets caught by CJ, basically quote unquote cheating on her when it was all a misunderstanding.
I hated CJ in that episode. Like, bitch, take a chill pill or get a tampon. I'm sorry for saying that, but I'm frustrated with CJ with that episode.
Like seriously though, like it basically it's an episode that practically ruins Mordecai's character too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also dunks on him as well. Like all he wanted was to spend Christmas with CJ at the party, but no, we have to reintroduce Margaret back into the show to basically force in conflict.
Seriously though, and of course we got sad sacks after that.
Kids, please don't take advice from a guy who's playing a saxophone in the park. You will. It's not good.
And the entire episode basically punishes Mordecai because of him.
Mm-hmm. Ask your mom for relationship advice. No, don't do what Mordecai did.
Yeah, like seriously, this entire episode is basically just watching. It basically degrades Mordecai.
This is probably one of the worst. Honestly,
and whenever heartache is avoided, it ends up getting worse with 1000 Chopper Flight Party.
Okay, that's the episode where I hate CJ. Say, like, bitch, calm down, take a tampon. I don't care.
This is the second time that they introduced this misunderstanding in the show, where CJ thinks that Mordecai is basically cheating on her.
Yeah, this entire episode, CJ was almost about to kill some of these people.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that's the episode where I hate CJ. I hate sounding like a broken record, but it's true.
And the fact that this is the second time that she almost did this, first being yes, dude, yes. You didn't learn shit. And of course, because it needed a follow-up, we got Not So Great Double Date, which found a way to ruin Corbin's character too.
Mm-hmm. In the first 3 seasons of the show, Margaret, Mordecai shows that he loves Margaret, and she doesn't notice, and now all of a sudden she wants to date him again.
And of course, don't get me started on CJ's hypocritical speech at the end. Maybe you should get it right the first time.
I forgot about the episode, and I don't care.
Yeah, get it right the first time. Oh, you weren't any better, CJ? Fucking hypocrite.
And let's get to the.
But if you thought, and now we have. Let's get to the worst episode of the series.
The cherry on the shit sundae.
Dumped at the fucking altar.
Yes. The episode where Mordecai basically ruins his relationship with CJ at Muscle Man's wedding.
A bunch of friends of mine told me don't put on Mordecai at my cousin's wedding. I get it now. I pretty repressed every memory of that movie.
That moment was pure cringe.
Yes, the season still had some good episodes, but this arc was awful.
It basically ruined Mordecai as a character. And no, scratch that. It ruined Mordecai, CJ, and Margaret as characters. And now I can no longer see them the same way again after sitting through this awful arc.
I'm going to say something that I'm going to regret saying. Twilight was a better love story than Dumped at the Altar. Yes. Straight up. I mean it.
I have never seen a season that actually ruined a character forever. Rigby has his unlikable moments in the series as well. And he does something to Mordecai, which, is pretty damn bad. We'll get to that one in a minute. Mm-hmm. But I can't like Mordecai the same way again now that I had to sit through this atrocious arc.
Mm-hmm. And this arc was so bad that it made its way into season 7 with the premiere episode Dumptown USA.
We'll get to that.
This arc was just painful. I can't stress this enough. If there was a point of regular show that should be deemed non-canon, it needs to be this.
If there was a Razzie for worst episodes, they should get the award. They would nominate some other. They'll be just like the Razzies now. So never mind.
Yeah, the Razzies are a joke.
If I were to make a list of the top 10 worst regular show episodes, I'd have put all these episodes as number 1. Because if I made a top 10 and put them individually, they take up half of the list.
Uh-huh.
Understatement of the century.
If you were able to make a top 10 worst regular show episodes, would you just put all of the arc as on the list as just one episode, or put them all together in different entries?
I put them all together. It was a chore to sit through.
Sean, if you were able to make a top 10 worst regular show episodes and put all of the episodes in the arc, would you just put them as one entry, or just put them in separate entries?
I would put them in all together because they would take up most of the list had I put them as separate episodes. But if they dumped at the altar would definitely be the worst out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do. And now we get to other parts of season 6. The only other episode in season 6 that people seem to dislike is the end of Muscle Man.
Yeah, that was a cop out.
Like Muscle Man literally decided to worry the other characters out by making them think that he's going to die, only for the ending to reveal that Muscle Man was faking his death.
Yeah.
And the fact that the group was able to even go to Muscle Man's wedding really says a lot.
Hell, the only funny part I like is that Benson. Okay, Benson is now relatable because he got pissed because I blew $10,000 on you.
And also, I leave this world tonight is not a metaphor.
Exactly, and plus the way that the doctor worded it sounded like he's saying that yes, Muscle Man is going to die.
Mm-hmm. Choose the word carefully, Doc.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And of course, there's also Park Manager's Lunch.
Yeah, I forgot that episode.
Anyways, now let's try to circle it back to some. Let's see. Another episode definitely goes to Lunch Break.
Lunch Break. What episode was that again?
Benson made, like, Mordecai and Rigby practically decide to order a sandwich that costs $85.
Oh yeah, that
even though Benson could have should have saw that they were saw the sandwich before he decided to order it.
Yeah. What, it ruined the plot? Sorry, that's my Asian impression.
All right, now let's get to some positives in season 6.
Okay, I got one. White Elephant Gift Exchange.
Yeah, that the ending of that episode is really satisfying.
Yes,
a much better Christmas episode than the one that preceded it.
Exactly, and honestly, given what happened at the end of Muscle Man, Muscle Man deserved it.
Yeah, like, it's just fun seeing Muscle Man get tortured for all the bad Christmas presents he gave.
Yes, and hearing Holly Jolly Christmas being pranked, it's just. I'm 30 years old. I laugh like a kid hearing my first swear word for the first time.
Yep, another good regular show episode definitely got to go to. Let's see. Let me look at all the episodes in this, because there was definitely another good one. Is definitely Brilliant Century Dog Crisis Special.
That was awesome. It's practically full anime mode.
Mm-hmm. And the episode. This is one of the few gems from season 6.
Yes, and honestly, it's a good message about how not to be a sellout. Look at you, Seth MacFarlane.
Yep.
There's also the episode Garage Door, which definitely feels like a throwback to the show's earlier seasons.
Yeah, and also that excellent night came back.
Yep. Another episode in season 6 is definitely Happy Birthday Song Contest.
Yeah.
The whole running gag is it's just hilarious. Mordecai and Rigby sing their song, and if they get their sound covered by whatever, the Muscle Man farting was not a good one. Farting.
And of course, it's the episode where Mordecai and Rigby go down under to Australia.
That was I'm surprised.
That was a funny episode.
I gotta go point the Prime Minister.
Let's see. We also got an action-packed episode with Benson's suit.
Oh yeah, that was like. Oh yeah, that was something.
And of course, there's the episode that ended Thomas's time on the show with the real Thomas.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame that aside from one episode, they didn't really do much with Thomas. But it was also kind of a nice send-off for him.
Definitely, yeah. I also kind of enjoyed Gamers Never Say Die. As a Goonies fan, I think it was a good parody of it. Okay.
All right. Let's see. We also have an episode called I See Turtles.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one too.
I honestly wish that we had more episodes in the season like this, where CJ and Margaret actually got along better.
Yep. Like this could have been we were this close to greatness. This close.
But a certain little Blue Jay had to ruin it.
Yes.
Mordecai. So,
Let's see. We also have the episode Eileen Flat Screen.
that was a good one.
Yeah. Another example that shows how much Rigby and Eileen's relationship has shown to develop and how much he does know Eileen.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Rigby is much luckier than Mordecai.
Yeah, I thought so too. And
Yeah, season 6 and 7 really did improve Rigby's character,
they sure did. Dare I say it?
especially knowing what came in between season 6 and 7.
Yeah, we just gotta look for the shit.
Yep, the movie
Yeah, the movie.
where Rigby did possibly the worst thing he's done in the entire series.
Yep.
Yeah, and this was even before the show even started.
Yep.
Yep.
Rigby
Yeah,
pretty much
forcing Mordecai's rejection letter.
Damn, Rigby, you were doing so good, man.
Like this is exactly what the Loud House should have done when Lenny ended up almost ruining Lori's chances of getting into college.
Yeah, I didn't like that episode. And this is coming from someone who likes it so as a guilty pleasure and still writes fanfics for it. Keep that in mind.
Like seriously though, had season 6 and 7 not came out the way they did with his character, we would have just been ready to call Rigby one of the worst characters in the entire series, along with Mordecai.
I love those guys, but they have some unredeemable moments.
Who do you think was worse in this case? Rigby in just this movie and a couple of episodes, or Mordecai in the entire arc?
Both.
I'd say both.
Hey, I'm gonna be away from keyboard, away from screen. Just talk among yourselves.
All right. And of course, in the movie, there was also Mr. Ross, a villain that that pretty much decided to become a villain, all because Rigby ruined his chance at volleyball. Regular show, the movie is really good. But yeah. Back to some good stuff in season 6. We have, of course. Yeah, that is most of season 6's gem. Now we're on to season 7.
Yeah, this season basically starts off on a hangover from season 6 with Dump Town USA basically Mordecai still not getting over his the fact that he got dumped by CJ.
Even though that he pretty much dumped CJ publicly at the wedding, and I have no sympathy for Mordecai. He brought this on himself. Like, do you feel sympathy for Mordecai in this episode?
No, and plus, he was the one who decided to go over to this other town, away from the park, which basically forced Rigby to having to go get him.
And of course, it brings back the Sad Sacks character himself. Oh, thankfully, in this episode, he's not nearly as bad as in his other appearance. Aside from that, other bad episodes in season 7 don't really come to mind. Like, that was probably the only episode in season 7 that I think we could all agree is the worst.
Yes. Exactly.
For some good episodes in season 7, we have, of course, the Rigby's graduation day special.
Yeah, it's basically the end of Rigby's character arc.
Yep. And a damn good one to show how much he really did, how much he's come since the start of the series.
Oh, so what episode?
Like, season 7 single-handedly pretty much saved Rigby.
Yep, definitely. And it started an arc that I did not get.
Yep.
So
And
I had to get.
We also, and speaking of Rigby, we also got episodes like the Eileen plan.
Eileen playing, give me a minute. As friends.
Which, if you want to see why Rigby and Eileen's relationship is so good,
Oh yeah, definitely.
this is definitely one of those episodes to use.
Okay, it's kind of funny how Raccoon's got between Rocket Raccoon and Rigby. The Raccoons have the better arcs.
They
I
do.
realize it.
Like Eileen pretty much is one of the main factors that pretty much saved Rigby.
Yep.
And that's why I love their relationship so much in this show.
Yeah, they're adorable. They are the most adorable couple in this regular show.
We also have episodes like Crazy Fake Plan.
Great.
Yep, that also exemplifies how strong Eileen and Rigby's relationship was.
Mm-hmm.
No TV Tubing was probably the first episode we ever got an Eileen-centered episode.
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and in all honesty, I definitely disagree with Alpha J when he says that season 7 is the worst season of the entire show. Like, no, not even close.
Oh.
Reminder that season 6 still had the worst arc.
Yep. Honestly, it's kind of cool how Eileen got over her fear of tubing.
Yeah. Seriously though, this is Eileen's definitely one of the best written characters on this show. And it's no wonder why by the end of the series, she practically was with everyone when the dome was about to start.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like Eileen managed to somehow because of course, who was with everyone in the park for season 8.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, let's see.
We also have the Lunch Club.
Oh yeah, that's the parody of the Breakfast Club.
Yep. It's definitely a Benson and Rigby episode, and a great one at that, as we actually see their chemistry.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Benson and Rigby episodes, there's also Hello China.
Oh yeah, and believe it or not, Aquafina was in that episode. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we all know we all know the roles that Aquafina would end up going on to do.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was before Aquafina was in everything.
Yep. This is long
Yeah.
before she did Scuttlebutt.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That alone is why I refuse to watch the
And tolerable in Shang-Chi.
Yep. Another episode is definitely another great Rigby episode in season 7. Like, 7 goes to Rigby goes to the prom.
Oh yeah, yeah, and Rigby goes to the prom. Give me a minute. Fuck ahead. Yeah, he borrows his dad's car just so he can take Eileen to the prom.
Yeah, Rigby's father really doesn't have a high opinion of Rigby at all.
Wow. Seriously, dude, your son's going back to high school to fix his life. Be happy for him.
Yep. Another season 7 episode definitely goes to Guys Night 2, which brought back Thomas.
Yep.
And it was a nice little after credit scene after the real Thomas.
I missed that. What happened?
Oh, it's basically Pops, Muscle Man, High Five Goes, Mordecai and Rigby having Guys Night, and Thomas comes back.
Well, I meant the post-credit scene, not the episode.
Oh, I consider this episode to be a post-credit episode after the real Thomas.
Oh, okay. So my bad. I heard wrong.
Yep. All right. Next up is Jim Blonsky.
Jablonski, give me a minute.
Another episode where Rigby goes to high school and tries to let's see, Jim Blonsky.
Rigby's high school nemesis returns, just trying to stop him from graduating high school. Wow. Petty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, and another episode definitely goes to the Parky Awards.
Parky Awards, give me a minute.
I think it's the episode. It's nice to have an episode where the gang pretty much just actually tries to have some fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And of course, the last episode of the great ones definitely goes to Win That Prize.
Win that prize. Give me a minute. Pods has appeared on game shows.
All right. So yeah, but other season 7 episodes worth mentioning goes to Just Friends.
Yeah, you know what?
Maybe
Yeah,
it could be because I was basically sour after that horrible arc, which is part why I couldn't fully enjoy that episode as I should.
Again, I was back when my Margaret shipping days. I was disappointed. I was like, oh, come on. But you know what? Yeah, I'm okay with it. Like Rex said, Gene Simmons sung a bad cover of a music video or some shit like that.
He did a awful cover of the Prodigy's Firestarter with an even worse music video.
Right.
The music video in question is just him standing around with scantily clad women and him imposing. And
right.
this was back when he was in his 2004, when he was in his 50s.
Of course.
Yep. And of course, I guess the only other special that's worth mentioning definitely goes to the Dome Experiment special.
Oh yeah, that was okay, I guess.
It's definitely the weakest special of the series.
Mm.
But yeah, this season ends with the entire park pretty much in a dome, and they have to go in space. Which,
Yeah.
spoilers, becomes
Yep.
the driving force for season 8.
Yep.
Yeah. Now we move on to season 8, and this is where a rant about Cartoon Network has to come into play. 2017 through 2020 was by far Cartoon Network's worst era. Like,
Yeah.
it was when the schedule was at its absolute lowest.
Yep. And this is the start of the reboot craze.
Yeah, and towards the end, in particular, Cartoon Network decided to air the finale in the middle of them airing constant reruns of Teen Titans Go, as well as a bunch of movies.
You know, it's funny, Cartoon Network. If Teen Titans Go was a prostitute, you would have hold the world record for most mortgages on your house.
Yeah, like Cartoon Network instead should have done a marathon for regular show.
They should have
Yeah.
done
Every episode that led up to the finale.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
Teen Titans Go.
they did that for Steven Universe,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like,
they did plenty of reruns for Teen Titans Go. That for absolutely no reason. Like that, the Thanksgiving before that happened, they decided to air when Teen Titans Go is over for Thanksgiving.
Teen Titans Go, your new favorite show. No, it's not. Regular show is.
Is Teen Titans Go anyone's favorite show?
No.
Not mine. Not mine.
That's certainly not on my list.
Regular show.
I mean,
Teen Next Door are my favorite shows.
I
Period.
mean, like the Thundercats Roar and Powerpuff Girls 2016 are far worse than Teen Titans Go, but that doesn't mean that Teen Titans Go is a good show either.
That's true. It's a bad parody, though not on the same level as Epic Movie. That's the only praise I'm giving it.
Yep.
And and when it came to how Cartoon Network treated a regular show near the ending, looking at the list of episodes, they aired a regular epic final battle and Cheer Up Pops on the exact same day. While the 2 days before them, they decided to air Kill 'Em with the Kindness and Meet the Seer. Meanwhile, they barely even they held episodes back for literal months.
Like, seriously though, if I was at Cartoon Network, I would have told them, hey, regular show is probably one of our most popular shows, so I think in order for the lead up to the finale, we could do a marathon of every episode.
Exactly.
And the movie.
And if I was working at Cartoon Network, it's like, yeah, I think we should hold back on Teen Titans Go because I think people are going to get sick and tired of it. I mean, we don't.
Yeah, they should have aired every episode of regular show leading up to the finale. Yeah,
exactly.
Like if I had Cartoon Network back then and they actually did it, I would have been stoked.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Cartoon Network, this was the beginning of Cartoon Network's worst year of all time. 2017 was Cartoon Network's absolute worst.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people gave flack to 2009 for the introduction of live action shows, but at least back in 2009, you were able to watch the other content besides the live action shows.
At least they have variety.
Yes.
At least T and Real tried. At least they tried to do something different.
Yes.
Meanwhile, all 2017 did was either airing Teen Titans Go a lot or airing the new show for a short period of time before it gets buried by Teen Titans Go and they get replaced by the next new show that would air for a while.
Okay, KO in a nutshell.
OKKO was treated terribly.
You know, if I was in charge of Cartoon Network, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe we should stop with Teen Titans Go. Like, yeah, I know it's popular, kids like it, but you know what? we're alienating our audiences.
Yeah.
And honestly, we need more variety.
Other shows that Cartoon Network treated terribly during this era are Unikitty, as well as Mau Mau Heroes of Pure Heart, Mighty Magiswords, even though the creator is
Right.
an awful person.
Yeah.
And Infinity Train.
What is it with you and Hating Stories, Cartoon Network? Are you EA?
I don't know who has it worse when it comes to treating their shows terribly, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon.
I think
Still,
both.
still Nickelodeon, considering the fact that they aired new episodes on Nicktoons, which basically is a network that not a lot of people really have.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Cartoon Network dumped some of their other shows onto Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Cartoon Network did. They basically did that with Be Cool Scooby Doo, Wabbit, a Looney Tunes production, the 2014 Tom and Jerry show, and Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
They also did that with Bunnicula.
Like seriously though, like aside from the 2014 Tom and Jerry series, they only lasted for about 2 seasons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, back to season 8 of regular show.
Yeah.
As far as episodes we did not like, first one up is definitely Operation Hear No Evil.
Yes, that episode basically reverts Benson back to how he was in season 3.
Like, the one where he try to spoil that episode for Mordecai Rigby.
Like seriously though, like who would spoil anything out of spite?
I can think of a few people.
Yes.
Honestly, it's Dick Benson.
I mean, the only the one person that I do know who would do that is definitely Alex.
Yes.
Like seriously though, like he's spoiled across the Spider-Verse because he hates good movies.
Yeah.
Bizarre Superman is better than you, Alex.
Yeah. But yeah, Benson was a real dick. Like if this had been a season 3 episode, it wouldn't have been as bad. But this is season 8, back when every character was established and were all developed.
Yes.
Yeah. This was around similar to what MLPFIM did for Twilight's character in A Trivial Pursuit. This is basically this episode basically reverts Benson back to how he was in season 3. Like we all remember how horrible that Benson was in The Best Burger in the World, and he basically does the exact same thing here again, except for it's for Mordecai and Rigby's favorite show.
If someone did that to me, let's say someone did that to me while I was watching Avatar: Last Airbender, and they spoiled the ending to season 2, I would punch them straight in the neck.
The one good thing about that episode is that at the very least, Benson's favorite show gets spoiled.
Yeah, which is more than I can say for The Best Burger in the World.
Yep.
And of course, the only other weak episode in season 8 is definitely Spacey McSpace Tree.
I really remember season 8 that well. So, hey, give me a minute.
But yeah.
When you take a look at some of some of the air dates of some episodes, you can tell that Cartoon Network was trying to burn off as many episodes as possible.
It's like Cartoon Network looks at Nickelodeon and is like, you know what? I want to do what they're doing.
Although,
season 8 definitely did have some really good episodes.
I barely remember some of them.
I like the episode Christmas in Space.
Yep, a Christmas anthology episode like they do with Terror Tales of the Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see. We also have the Space Race. And of course, every episode, pretty much most of the episodes this season actually served a purpose. Because they're all essential to the lead up towards the big battle between Pops and Anti-Pops.
Oh yeah, and it's funny how he wanted to give 0-star reviews for his restaurants. I would like to do the same. I would like to do the same thing for some certain movies. I would like to give a 0-star.
I wish I like. Would you ever want to give a 0-star review on anything?
For me, it's
like I would have done the same thing Anti-Pops did.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's Until Dawn.
And it's all for restaurants you've never even eaten at.
That's a big move. That's like reviewing a movie without you seeing it. Hint, hint.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about a bit about the final arc on how they ended the series.
Yep. Turns out that regular show resets after the final battle.
Yeah, although although at the beginning of the final part of the last episode, they flash back. They decided to revert it back to the first episode that was aired of the series, but I don't know why they didn't just revert it back to like the episode First Day, which is actually supposed to be the first episode of the show.
That's true, yeah. And
yeah,
I find it hilarious how regular show they advertise the regular show box art on Blu-ray. I'm like, Cartoon Network, I will literally sell you my kidney for that box set. Please take a break from Teen Titans Go. Give up me the box set.
I want I want regular show on physical media.
Same.
Well, actually, the show has been released on a complete series DVD set.
Oh,
like it needs to be on that same box set of that episode.
Yeah, you pretty much advertised it. To give it to us.
Yeah, I remember that advertisement, like saying, "Why are we doing this pose? It's for the DVD cover."
Yep. Yeah, they just spoil how the show ends. Pops dies.
Yep.
Yeah, and they basically put a statue up in celebration of his sacrifice.
Yep.
Yep.
And everybody went on to do whatever. Muscle Man stayed in the park.
And Mordecai ended up getting together with this other woman, and not CJ or Margaret.
That was actually pretty good. She's a bat. I call her Barbara.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't really get much time to know her or Mordecai's relationship.
Yeah,
they must leave it off screen.
Yeah, and it's funny, really, because after regular show ended, Cartoon Network started going through a downfall. Like, I personally say that 2016 was the last somewhat decent year for Cartoon Network before they went into their downfall age. Like 2017 through 2020 was their worst era.
Yeah. That's one era, the downfall they have not recovered from.
Mm-hmm. Like they briefly started to recover around 2021 when they introduced Cartoonito, but as soon as David Sleazebag came into the picture, that's when they reverted back to their downfall.
You know how there's that SpongeBob episode, The Survival of the Idiots. There are theories that it was meant to be a jab at Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
I hope that sometime a show or something has something that's meant to be a jab at David Zaslav.
I know Rick and Morty did a jab at him, but it's more like a blinking.
Yeah.
It's more like a quick drive-by.
I mean, I know that the Amazing World of Gumball or the Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball recently did a jab at him regarding streaming services.
Well, really?
Yes.
Yeah. And did regular show at least end on a good note?
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
At least it had an ending, unlike some other shows I know
Like this finale decided to end in the future when everything is peaceful now. Similarly to shows like Chowder, OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, MLPFIM, Adventure Time, etc.
Yeah, like this show ends with a lot of things. It ends with Hop Sacrifice, Mordecai's love life actually not being awful, and Mordecai and Rigby ended up with Eileen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
saying, what a jolly good show.
and I think that is the summation of how we feel about regular show.
Sure, it has its ups and downs, but you know what? I love it. It actually got me back into animation.
Yeah,
And here's the thing. Good shows are allowed to have bad episodes.
Exactly.
Avatar
Better had its fair share.
But I do think that a show's bad episode shouldn't always define it. I hate how some people always bring up this one episode to define a show or something. I mean, I'm not sure if they do that, but it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every show, every good show does have its ups and downs. Heck, even SpongeBob in its early seasons did have bad episodes as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't always golden.
Mm-hmm.
OKKO Let's Be Heroes has Let's Not Be Skeletons, but that's only one episode in a mountain of gold.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, even Daily Phantom has its fair share.
Yeah, at some point we may do our worst episodes of good cartoons, and maybe on how we would fix them.
Yeah, like the Great Divide. We all know how horrible that episode was.
And there's also and My Life as a Teenage Robot also had a bad episode with I Was a Preschool Dropout.
That was horrible.
Yeah. And The Amazing World of Gumball had episodes like The Girlfriend and The Hero.
And they also had The Bros. They also had The Bros.
The 90s X-Men had this one episode. I forget what it was called, but it's not my least favorite X-Men episode of the 90s series. Is not that Jubilee episode, because at least that could be a guilty pleasure.
I understand.
My least favorite episode, well, I forget the name, but it was just so boring, and you could tell there are errors with all this stuff. And I don't like to say that no care was put into it, but I do feel like there was no care into this one episode.
Yeah. Clarence had the band episode called Straight Illin.
Okay, the original Transformer series had this episode where the Autobots and Decepticons got transported to another planet where the giant kid alien. Yes, that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I think in summation on how we feel about regular show as well as JG Quintel's future. Regular show is definitely a timeless classic.
Yeah, it stands with some of the greats like Ed, Edd n Eddy, the original Powerpuff Girls, Courage the Cowardly Dog, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're aside from season 6, I think we could all agree. And 3, I think regular show definitely stands as one of the best shows of the 2010s. In fact, this show pretty much defined 2010s media.
Definitely.
Yeah. Along with Adventure Time and MLPFIM, this show ran for most of the 2010s decade.
If the show had a perpetual 9th season, this show would have lasted the entire decade.
Nah.
But I'm honestly glad they chose to end with 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that if the show kept going, it might have ended up getting worse. I like the original Teen Titans, but the final season of that show was not good.
Nope.
Yeah, and vice versa. As we always say, some shows are better off ending when they have dignity.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't, you end up stuff like Family Guy and Fairly Odd Parents before A New Wish.
As well as SpongeBob in season 6 through 8.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we already talked about how much SpongeBob declined in in season 6 through 8.
Yeah, and you also end up with things like Star Versus going out on a really sour note.
Oh,
Yeah. Or the Boondocks,
Definitely.
where it concluded with 3 seasons, but then it got brought back for a 4th season without the creator, and it was awful.
Yeah, the finale to the Star Versus is the reason why I refuse to watch that show. And just write it off as terrible.
Yeah, honestly, I think that like Amphibia and the Owl House did the final episode of Star Versus, but they did it a million times better.
definitely. I actually cried during Amphibious finale. I'm not gonna lie.
It was beautiful. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I'm glad it ended at season 3. Like, I have ideas for stories, but I feel like I have ideas for stopping points, not just for my sake, but also, the story's sake.
Exactly.
Yeah,
While
yeah.
the Owl House got shortened thanks to Disney being
And what?
stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
regular show is gonna remain as one of the best shows of that Cartoon Network has ever made in the modern era, but in general as well.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Cartoon Network has never been the same after the show ended. Like, sure, they had they still had good shows like OKKO, Summer Camp Island, Infinity Train, etc. But they were never able to. But Cartoon Network treated them terribly to the point where they only lasted for at most 2 or 3 seasons, and then the whole stuff with David Sleazebag came along.
Yep.
Yep. I think that's a perfect way to end our thoughts on regular show.
Yeah.
So I guess the next show we might cover, I'm still trying to see what show we can cover. Because I think the next one, I'm still considering between Gravity Falls or The Simpsons.
Okay.
Either one's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all we got for today.
I plan to watch
Yeah.
it this year for sure.
Gravity Falls? Yes,
Right.
you should. It's really good. It's hilarious.
Yep.
I saw the episode where the T-Rex made a brief appearance. Or may have seen that clip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Gravity Falls is amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. Probably the best cartoon ever made.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Up for
And I
debate,
have
of
a
course. I'm
Avatar
still
joke.
deciding that because there's Blue Eye Samurai, but it still only has 1 season, and it's hard to say that
Like-
based on the rest of the series.
The show did unfortunately get caught up in Disney's worst era, where they basically moved all of their cartoons over to Disney XD instead of having them remain on Disney Channel. But the series stayed strong in spite of this.
Definitely. It has some good. It also has some good voice casting. Put guest stars.
Yeah, like I saw that episode where Patrick Malola, I think that's how you say his name. He voiced that bear or something.
Multi-bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he went on to voice, like, he played Dr. Octopus, and he also voiced Cronus in Blood of Zeus.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
if you thought that Steven Universe had long hiatuses, like the hiatus between seasons 1 and 2, season 1 ending and season 2 starting was almost an entire year.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. That ends another episode of Cartoonish Cartooncast. Here's to hoping that this stupid little AI thing doesn't go through.
Here's hoping.
That's which is why we have to keep our faces revealed to the entire stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah,
Sucks.
it's a good
Especially
thing.
with me.
It's a good thing that I still have this right here.
Yeah, same
People
here.
are actually commenting, like, saying that I look younger than I look. I'm turning 30 next year, and I had some people still think I was in high school or something.
Yeah.
I'm 30. I hate how my head looks.
So yeah. That ends
Good
another
stuff, boy.
episode for Cartoonish Cartooncast. See you next time when we come back to another show we'll talk about.
All right.
All right.
See you next time.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.